We're rolling and action!
I've been fortunate enough to be asked to direct the anniversary blocks this year. And all these stories that you've been watching up to this point, they all certainly hit each other or glance off each other or relate to each other in some way during the special episodes. And then they move on again. And that's great because that nexus where all these stories meet makes for very exciting episodes. Now, the scene of the crime, if you'll follow me, way over here, outside the house, a young couple get into a car. They are arguing. They are going to be driving off at speed because of this argument. Then, simultaneously, and this is where the stories converge, there's been an unfortunate piece of news during a wedding, or just before the wedding, and potential bride and groom, they end up on the street. And I'm sure you can fit two and two together here. Car coming this way, that couple coming that way, and what happens? Well, good stuff happens. So the setting up of that takes a lot of careful planning and good teams. There's the stunt team, there's the effects team, and then there's the main unit. When that all comes together, it's wonderful.
We have lots going on. We have a stunt, we have FX, we have cars rolling over, we have flames, we have everything. So as you can see behind me, we have our SFX van is here ready for some flames, some fire and bits and pieces. The Conjuring stunt team are in with us.
Here, we done the podcast stuff earlier on, that all went well, so
I'm just moving this out of position so we can get ready to go for the stunt now, for the actual stunt.
So just a case now making sure the rampers in the right position and that they're happy with the different angles that they're going to get on it. And to be honest, it's all about the point I'm heading for. Some people like to look at the ramp and have a mark on the dash or a mark on the windscreen, where with this particular one, because the back window of the car we're heading towards is black and the ramp is black, we won't see it, so I'm actually picking a point on the back of the Jeep, which is actually the wing mirror. So that's kind of the main thing. Look at that and hope you hit the mark, really. So we have a full roll cage, the special effects guys built that, and then obviously I have a helmet and pads on as well, so it's all ready to go.
We are managing the practical effects on set today. We have been doing the wet downs for continuity with rain, and then tonight we'll be doing the explosion on the car.
James is trying to bring Hayley to the hospital, very heavily pregnant, goes into labour, takes the car around the corner at speed and hits that Hyundai over there, the little ramp behind it.
We have a wedding on today, as you can see. It's all decorated and we're all here waiting for this big stunt to happen, so it's all very exciting.
All of our camera crew are getting set up. We've got extra cameras today. We have drone shots and everything.
Yeah, so we're just setting up the master shot for when the car hits this. It'll be a pan, it'll lift in the air, land, and it'll be just a short pan there, hopefully.
That's a head-on view. So I'm just trying to get the descriptions down before we do it so I can speed things up.
Sound are setting their mics up all around to be able to pick up sound wherever we can't get a boom in around the place. We have our prosthetics team are in. They've got lots of blood. We've got lots of special effects makeup wise.
What we did was Matthew, we designed a look that was based upon how he might roll around within the car. So we kept it all to one side because he's wearing a seatbelt, and because of the way the car flipped, we thought it'd be more over onto his right side, so everything that we did was all over his right side. So the blood and stuff that we use is activated by isopropyl alcohol, which we just spray into, and then we use it a little bit like water paints. So you kind of might do a wash over, so you might pick a particular kind of colour and you might do a kind of a wash of red. And that's basically what we did with Matthew. When we go to studio next week, we will probably have more cleaned up, and as the story progresses, we'll then maybe some of those might develop into a bruise, particularly some of the trauma.
We have prosthetics on dummies and everything.
She's very good, very good. Which one's better? This one, obviously.
Real? Fake?
I'm Eric with Medical Ambulance, so we're here today to provide medical cover for any injuries or accidents that happen on set for the stunt, and we'll be ready if anything happens. We will respond straight away.
You'll probably see somewhere where we have these screens, perspex screens up. We have holes cut in them to allow the lens of the camera out. So if there's any debris during the crash, and there will be an explosion later on as well, we'll probably use them again. And it's just to keep everybody safe from shards flying everywhere.
Communicating
with floor management and the actors and making sure cast are on set when they need to be, not before, making sure that hair, makeup, costume, props, everyone is aware of what's going on and responding to the work that's going on set. Today is obviously a bit busier, a bit more exciting, making sure that everyone is clear of the crash site.
And we're in the lovely extras cabin here today as we're filming a car crash scene, and we have lots of lovely background artists in to help us with all of their reactions, which is very important.
Stunts are generally prepared to the absolute T, and then some random element might happen, an outside force, say, like if everybody's silent and we're just ready and the car takes off and we're just about to do the stunt, and then, you know, a bin lorry arrives and starts going grangf, 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 but you can't stop the stunt, you know, it's, or an airplane or something mad like that happens. You just take care of everything as much as you can before it, and then you're in thrall.
Obviously I don't want the car coming here, but I have to say there is a possibility that the car bounces, goes on this route and could slide up this barn. I hope it doesn't, because obviously you do some damage here. But anybody here should be aware.
You mean everyone kind of move back?
Yeah, I think yeah, I mean, I know effects and stuff like that. If you need to watch, be behind something, like, see this line here where Joe is? People are like, here, if something happens, you can step in. But if you're too far away here, you have a long distance at all, okay? Yeah,
Stand by, we're rolling, and action!
The Aegis flips the car.
The car that we see in place at the moment, we have silly glass, which is a silicone glass which is on the ground. It's dressed in place, and that allows cast to safely interact with the vehicle now. That vehicle is not the one that you'll have seen as the stunt vehicle. We've replaced our own vehicle in there now. It's a continuity match. It allows us to do the explosion because we've drained all the fluids, and it's now safe for us to do that explosion with.
There's a lot of details on a shot like this, because you're trying to emulate a really serious accident. So the whole thing is to get every sound aspect of the whole thing. It's tough.
So these days are always a little different. They start early and end late, and there's always an extra buzz on set when this happens because there's so many people involved.
We've just been filming the car scenes. We've had a very exciting day. Cars being flipped and people turned upside down, and Doug being a hero, and there's all sorts of excitement.
So we've just basically done the whole flip scene, and now myself and Roxanna are about to go in and see what all the commotion is about. And hopefully I'm the hero, we'll see.
I play Hayley, and you've probably just seen me flipped over in the car. So as days go, Hayley is not having a great one.
Now, Hayley is my natural child. Sharon may have raised her, but she's my baby, and she's carrying my grandson, so I've got a lot at stake with what's happening here.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it worked out as we wanted, so we ended up in the end position, which was ended up working up nicely for the next scene. They don't have to change anything, so it was good.
As you could see, everything worked out fine. When the car flipped over, it did not bury itself 3 feet into the tarmac, and everybody was safe. I'm so grateful to our teams, our units, our stunt, effects, and the main unit, and the cast, and wardrobe, and makeup. Everybody was fantastic. Everybody all pulled together because they know that this sort of event is very special. And it's really only a one-off, you know, we couldn't really repeat that. And so everybody is on tenterhooks, but everybody's putting 100%, and I would like to personally thank every single one of them for making that day work so well.
You best be watching, there's a lot of action ahead.